So a reading from John's Gospel, John chapter 14, part of that discourse about, or in the Last Supper, where Jesus is talking to the disciples. So much has happened in that electric environment. We've had the prediction again of Jesus going to his death, Judas's betrayal and leaving, Peter being told that he in fact won't die for Jesus, he'll in fact just say he doesn't even know him. A real bombshell moment in the midst of all of this. And Jesus says, now look, don't be afraid. What's actually happening here is you need to live, when I come back, the life that I've shown you. And that was a life characterized, yes, by miracles and by teaching, but it was all about bringing people into a loving relationship with God. That's what Jesus' life was actually all about. He came to show people life in all its fullness, to show people life as it should be lived. And that was the job of the disciples, and that's all of our jobs. That's what we're called to do. And we have that marvellous thing about saying, look, don't worry about the destination, don't worry about where you're going, what the way is. I am the way. And he goes on to say the truth and the life. Jesus is the answer to all those things. You don't have to worry about the future and what's going to happen next. We need to live in the moment and be Christ-like to all the world. Universal love, acceptance, no prejudice, encouragement, enthusiasm, passion and love shown to all people. That's what it means to be a disciple. A lot of other things we do are just trappings, and we shouldn't worry. That's what he said at the beginning of the reading. Do not be afraid. You may have all sorts of doubts, all sorts of questions that you think want answering, but trust in me, he says. If you've seen me, you've seen God. And for us who live in that post-resurrection age, we know Jesus in our hearts. We've met with the Lord, as the women cried when they fled the empty tomb. He is risen, and we have met him. Live that life. Show, as Jesus did, universal love and acceptance. And bring people, for those of us who call ourselves disciples, bring people into an awareness of their own special relationship with God, of the fact that every single person is God's loved, accepted, pardoned and set free child. Awesome stuff.